There will come a day when you look back at your life and ask yourself one question: why didn't I start sooner? Why didn't I stop wasting time when I knew deep down that every hour, every minute, and every second was shaping the person I would become? If you're watching this right now, it's not an accident. Something in you is tired of delaying your own potential. Something in you is done with excuses, procrastination, and living the same day over and over. Something in you is ready to wake up. Your future self has been waiting for you. And today, you finally meet them. Welcome to NGO Star. Stop wasting time. Your future self is waiting time is the one thing every human being is given equally. It doesn't matter where you live, what family you were born into, what resources you have, or what challenges you face. Each day hands you the same 24 hours. Some people use those hours to build an extraordinary life. Others use them to stay exactly where they are. And the difference between those two groups has nothing to do with talent or luck. It has everything to do with how seriously they take their time. Most people don't realize they're wasting time because it happens in small moments: 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, an hour lost to distraction, a day lost to laziness, a week lost to avoidance. And suddenly a year passes, then 3, then 10, and nothing has changed. Nothing has improved. Nothing has evolved. You look at the calendar and realize time didn't slip away from you, you gave it away. Let's be brutally honest. Time is the most expensive currency you own. You can earn more money, but you cannot earn more time. You can restart a career, but you cannot restart the years you spent doubting yourself. You can fix mistakes, but you cannot undo the hours you wasted thinking you weren't ready. You cannot negotiate with time. You cannot pause it, rewind it, or bargain with it. You either use it or you lose it. And whether you want to admit it or not, your future self is depending on what you do with your time right now. Your future self is watching you scroll, watching you procrastinate, watching you tell yourself you'll start tomorrow, watching you push away the dreams you keep pretending you'll chase one day. But one day is not a day of the week. One day is the graveyard where your potential goes to die. It's time to stop letting your life slip through your fingers. Let's talk about why we waste time. People waste time not because they're lazy, but because they're disconnected from their future. When the future feels far away, your actions feel meaningless. When you can't visualize who you want to become, today doesn't feel important. But when your future self becomes real in your mind, when you picture the person you want to be, the life you want to live, the habit you want to own, you start to understand something life-changing. Everything you do today is a message to your future self. Every choice is a brick. Every day is construction. Every action is a vote. You are literally building the person you will become. But time doesn't wait. It doesn't slow down when you're confused. It doesn't pause when you're tired. It doesn't care that you're stressed, unmotivated, or overwhelmed. Time moves with or without you. And if you're not intentional with it, it slips away quietly, invisibly, permanently. You might think you have more time. You don't. None of us do. There is never more time. There's only the time you have right now. Let's get deeper. One of the biggest reasons people waste time is fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of starting, fear of not being good enough. Fear disguises itself as procrastination. Fear convinces you to wait until you're ready, even though readiness is a myth. The truth is, nobody feels ready. The people who succeed simply start before they feel prepared. They act before the confidence arrives. They move before clarity appears. Because action creates confidence. Movement creates clarity. Progress creates motivation. Laziness isn't the enemy. Fear is. And fear loves convincing you that you have time. It whispers tomorrow. It whispers later. It whispers you can do it next week, next month, next year. But the truth? Fear doesn't care about your dreams. Fear only cares about keeping you comfortable. And comfort is the slowest, quietest poison there is. Another reason people waste time is because they underestimate the power of small action. They think transformation requires massive effort. They think success is built in huge, dramatic moments. But life doesn't change in big leaps, it changes in tiny steps. Reading 10 pages daily seems small, but it can change your mind. Exercising for 20 minutes seems small, but it can change your health. Working on your craft for an hour a day seems small, but it can change your future. Small actions done consistently beat big actions done occasionally. But here's the problem. Small actions are also easy to skip, easy to ignore, easy to postpone, easy to say, it's just one day, it won't matter. But one day turns into two. Two turn into a week turns into a habit, and a habit turns into a lifestyle. If you want to reclaim your time, you must understand this. The small things matter. The small choices matter. The small moments matter. Your life is simply the accumulation of tiny decisions repeated daily. Another reason we waste time is distraction. The world is full of noise, notifications, entertainment, gossip, meaningless drama, constant stimulation. Your mind is being pulled in every direction. Every distraction steals a little bit of your future. Every moment spent watching instead of doing is a moment taken from the person you want to become. You must protect your attention because your attention is your life. Whatever you give your attention to eventually shapes you. If you spend your attention on distractions, your life becomes a distraction. If you spend your attention on growth, your life becomes growth. If you spend your attention on your future becomes powerful. Let's talk about regret. Regret is not something that hits you suddenly, it builds slowly. Regret is the result of thousands of wasted hours, thousands of delayed decisions, thousands of ignored opportunities. Regret is what happens when you finally realize you had the power all along but you waited too long to use it. If you're watching this right now, and you feel a small ache inside your chest, that's not guilt. That's not shame. That's your potential waking up. That's your future self reaching out and saying, I've been waiting for you. Don't waste another day. Here's the truth, your future self is not some distant fantasy. They are real. They are alive inside you. They are shaped by what you do today. And right now they are cheering for you. They want you to wake up. They want you to take your life seriously. They want you to stop wasting your precious time on things that don't matter. Because your future self knows something you don't. You are capable of far more than you've been showing the world. But capability without action is wasted potential. Potential without discipline is wasted opportunity. Opportunity without urgency is a wasted life. So let's talk about urgency. Not panic, not stress, not rushing, but intentional urgency. The understanding that time is precious, and you have a responsibility to use it wisely. The understanding that life is happening right now, not someday. The understanding that your dreams don't start in the future, they start today, with what you choose to do in the next hour. If you want to stop wasting time, you need to reconnect with your why. Why do you want to improve? Why do you want to grow? Why do you want a better life? Why do you want to break old habits and evolve? Your why is the fuel that makes discipline easier. Your why is what keeps you going when motivation disappears. Your why reminds you that time is not something you can afford to waste. Another crucial truth, you must stop treating time as a burden and start treating it as a gift. Time is not something you're running out of. Time is something you're given freely, daily, consistently. Every sunrise is a second chance. Every morning is a fresh opportunity. Every day is a reset button. The question is, what are you doing with the days you've been given? You don't need to change your entire life in one day. You only need to change how you use 1 hour. Because one good hour can turn into a better day. A better day can turn into a better week. A better week becomes a better month. And a better month becomes a better life. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for permission. Your future self is waiting for you to begin. They are waiting for you to choose growth, discipline, focus, and courage. They are waiting for you to stop wasting time on people who don't care, on habits that drain you, on distractions that weaken you, on excuses that limit you. Your future self deserves better. They deserve effort. They deserve commitment. They deserve your best. Because one day, you will meet the person you could have become. And that meeting can be the proudest moment of your life, or the most painful. But today, you get to decide which one it will be. Time is not your enemy. Time is your opportunity. Time is your responsibility. Time is your partner. Time is your gift. Don't waste it. One day, you will thank yourself for the moment you stopped delaying your life and started honoring your future. The transformation you dream of isn't waiting for next week or next month or next year. It's waiting for you to act today. Your future self is ready. Your potential is ready. Your life is ready. All that's missing is your decision. If you're ready to rise, to use your time wisely, to step into the life you're meant to live, stay with NGO Stop. We're here to push you, guide you, and remind you what you're capable of. Stop wasting time. Start becoming who you were always meant to be.